Oh, can you give me that book? Kind of high maintenance here. Hi, I'm Kevin Nichols from the Oxley Institute, author of the indispensable LinkedIn Sales Guide for Financial Advisors. And today we're going to be talking about a cold prospecting strategy using LinkedIn. So what do you do when you identify a prospect on LinkedIn and there's no way to get a personal introduction? Do you let it stop you? Well, you shouldn't. Cold prospecting is all about building relationships with people that you didn't know through LinkedIn. And there's a 3-step process that we're going to use. One is your first impression. Second is we're going to incorporate what we call brand impressions. And third, we're going to get it offline. Step 1 is all about building a good first impression. And this starts with a strong LinkedIn brand. Have you taken the time to build out your LinkedIn profile and communicate what you do, how you do it, and who you serve best? Also, are you authentic on LinkedIn? Are you a real life person? Next, you want to check out their profile, and you want to do this in transparent mode. Basically, what we want to do is tip off the person that we're checking them out on LinkedIn. It gets them somewhat familiar with us. And third, we want to personalize the invitation to connect. Don't send the generic, I'd like to add you to my professional network on LinkedIn. Mention commonalities, mutual connections, alumni association, and different things like that. Anything that you can pull out of their profile and reference, you definitely should. And if you nail all 3 of those, you're going to make a killer first impression. Step 2 of the process is to generate what we call brand impressions. Brand impressions are basically actions on LinkedIn that make a prospect aware of you and what you do. So a great way to generate a brand impression right from the get-go is to send a thank you message the moment they accept your invitation to connect. Then maybe a week later you send a giver message and you offer introductions, or you look to add value or synergy in some way. Another way is to comment, like, and share on their posts. This is also about you posting on LinkedIn on a regular basis, and try and post during times that your prospective clients are active. Now, if you ask LinkedIn, the best times to post on LinkedIn are Monday through Friday in the morning and around noon. The idea here is to generate awareness and get them comfortable with you. Step 3 is to get it offline. To transition this digital prospect into a living, breathing person, we need to get a phone conversation first. So send a nice message to them, mention commonalities, mention how you add value, and request a conversation. The call to action in that request should be simple. It shouldn't be, hey, are you available at the following times? That's too much work for your prospect. One of our biggest pet peeves on LinkedIn is when people ask you to connect and they immediately pitch a sale. You'll notice with our process, we incorporate some romance, some brand impressions. We make sure we make a killer first impression, and then we get it offline. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take some effort, but it'll be well worth it. Focus on taking that cold prospect to a warm prospect before requesting a business conversation.
Delivered this week.
I really feel out of it right now.
Hell of a speech you must have given.
Now, if you'd like to apply what you've just learned, you might consider our coaching. It'll help you raise your game.
You've got to ask yourself, how much new business would it take to pay for the cost of coaching? 1 client? Maybe 2? We can help you do that.